What's up, everybody? GRIZZ55 here. I'm here to talk about two things. I'm here to talk about Vanderbilt and the regionals as we struggle, and here to talk about the GRIZZlies. First off, we're talking about Vandy baseball. Everybody knows about how we were #1 for those few weeks and how we were one of the top picks to make it to Omaha. And if we do make it to Omaha, the College World Series, once again, this will be our second time in 3 years. So, love Tim Corbin, great head coach, great guy, I've heard, What can you say? But as the #1 team in the nation, I wouldn't think when it came to crunch time that we wouldn't drop that hammer, we wouldn't drop that fist on Georgia Tech. But we defeated East Tennessee State University, I think 9-1. I'm going off memory here. Then we defeated Illinois 10-4. I watched the Illinois game. Didn't watch ETSU because who wants to watch ETSU? But I watched the Illinois game a couple nights back, or a night or two back. I don't know. It was, trying to think. Okay, so I think it was the 8th inning. It was 5-4 doors. Illinois was hanging tight with us, and then bam, 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 strike, bases loaded, everything. We start striking on all cylinders, not striking out, but we started striking that ball, and next thing you know, it's 10-4, and going into the 9th inning, it's really nothing Illinois can do. They can't stop our pitching. They can't stop anything, and we win. So now we're 2-0 in the regionals. And then all we had to do was beat Georgia Tech yesterday afternoon or last night, whenever it was. I didn't watch it. All we had to do was defeat them. All we had to do was defeat the Yellow Jackets like we were picked to do. And what did we do? We flopped. And we lost to the Yellow Jackets 5-0. So here we are tonight. We're down at our baseball stadium, Hawkins Field, because we are the #1 seed. So we do get to play at home in our regional. So, now we face Georgia Tech since we couldn't beat them last night and advanced to the Super Regional. So now we're facing Georgia Tech tonight. If Georgia Tech defeats us, they advance to the Super Regional. And our season comes to an end. If we defeat Georgia Tech, we finally advance to the Super Regional. So, it's our choice. Vanderbilt baseball, VandyBoyz, we're one of the top picks to make it to the College World Series, and we were #1 for weeks and weeks and weeks. If we fall in the regionals at home, that's going to be a disappointment in itself, but either way, I'll be proud of the season anyway. Just because we flop in the regionals doesn't mean it wasn't a bad season, but I don't want y'all to flop. So whatever you did against Georgia Tech last night, don't do it again tonight, or else our season is done, VandyBoyz. But I believe y'all will do just fine. I'm not even worried about it. We're going to win, and we're going to advance to the Super Regionals. I don't know if we play Kansas State. I don't know who will play in the Super Regionals. But I know Kansas State advanced last night. And then now talking about GRIZZlies. Memphis GRIZZlies talk. Coach Lionel Hollins, I don't even know if he's a free agent or not, or if he's coming up on free agency, if he's still our coach or not, or if we're not trying to keep him and we've given him opportunities to leave or whatever, or if he's having a conflict with management, obviously something like that. Ever since GRIZZlies came under new management, we've gotten this gritty, grindy attitude, and we started winning. So, I can't complain about that. But what I can complain about as a GRIZZlies fan, I can invoke my opinion on this. Why the hell are we not keeping Lionel Hollins? Look at his progress. I think this was his 3rd year when he was with us. 2010. Lost in the conference semifinals. Overall, we finished 4th in the Southwest Division like we always did. I don't like finishing 4th in the Southwest Division, but at least he got us to the damn playoffs. But we lost in the conference semifinals. So we made it past the first round. 2011. 2nd in the Southwest Division behind the Spurs. But that was our highest ranking in the Southwest Division that we ever finished with. Lost in the first round to the Clippers. 2012, this year, 2013 playoffs. Of course, we finished Southwest 2nd in the Southwest Division, once again, to the Spurs. And then first round, I think we defeated the Clips. We got our revenge over LA Clippers. Then we defeated OKC, the defending Western Conference champs. And then, of course, we make it to the Western Conference semifinals. As everybody knows, we were picked by a lot of analysts to actually win the thing just because of how we were doing. But we ended up getting annihilated 4-0, and the Spurs are now in the NBA Finals, as everybody knows. But we made it to the Final Four, NBA-wise, so that's very impressive. So why the hell are we getting rid of Lionel Hollins? Well, I'm not saying we're getting rid of him, but it's looking like it. Because this morning, I mean, I knew it was if he was going to return, but I always thought he was going to return anyway after we ended up losing the Western Conference Finals. But I turned it on ESPN this morning, and it says, and they're talking about how Lionel Hollins is being let by the Memphis Grizzlies management to access other teams and talk to other teams. That's showing that we don't want him that badly. Why? I don't know. Who's going to be our next coach? I don't know. I'm hoping they're smarter than us and we get a hell of a coach. But Lionel Hollins is a hell of a coach, as you've seen that he has turned this into a winning team. So why are we letting him talk to other teams? I don't know. He should be restricted, contained, and we should be signing him. He has made constant progress from the worst to one of the best teams, one of the best shots at the NBA Finals this season. A lot of analysts were picking us to make it that far. I don't get how we could want to get rid of him when he has turned one of the worst teams into one of the best teams. I know there's been some conflicts. Lionel Hollins didn't want Rudy Gay leaving, as I didn't either. But it turns out that it was alright. But the Memphis Grizzlies management wanted Rudy Gay leaving, so, you know. I think we should always leave it up to the coach's decision. Like, that also relates with the Titans. That's one reason why Jeff Fisher left, I believe. Because of Bud Adams sticking his 2 cents in there, rightfully. But he wouldn't let Coach Fisher just decide. So I think we should always leave it up to the coach. Because I think the coach knows the players more than the management does, obviously. He's in there working his you-know-what off with them all the time. So, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if Lionel Hollins went to another team like the Cavs or something. But I hope he doesn't. So why are we letting him talk to other teams? I don't know. Hopefully the management knows more than we do. Either way, if you're leaving Hollins, thank you for the constant progress and the great last 3 seasons you've given us. And if you're staying, thank you. That's all I got to say. Go to 65 out.